I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. Welcome to this edition of your Freight Sales Success Training. After watching and applying it, you'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly, and make more money financially. And if you have any questions, call me, Ted Keys, at 626-309-9141. Today's topic comes from the front lines of my 30-plus years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Now enjoy watching, learning, and applying. Hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call, everybody. Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This is a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing, new, and struggling freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. On the call today, I will show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to truly explode your freight business today. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store, you will see a host of products that are available. First one you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Guide for beginner and struggling freight agents. I do, however, provide this for when you join our top producing freight sales office. Another product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Quotes. These quotes provide you with daily motivation to do what's important, to get on the phone and connect and build relationships with the marketplace. Third product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Training. This is a video course that'll take you literally from knowing little or nothing about freight to moving your first freight load and beyond. You'll also see there for sale again is my Freight Sales Success Skills. This product provides those intricate little skills that are required to handle different situations that you come in contact with. However, my Freight Sales Success Skills, along with my other products, are available today for purchase in my Freight Sales Success Store. And while you're there at my store taking in all this free information, on any page on my website you happen to be on, just over to the right, go over to the right and enter your contact details. By doing that, you'll receive your email invite to this in every call. Not only that, you'll receive the attachments that I provide on each and every call. And also, just as a freebie for opting in, you'll receive my free report. Again, it's just a free report. 11 ways freight agents will increase their income. Go through this as a beginning, struggling freight agent. This report will assist you in increasing your income. And just so you know, that report there has been downloaded thousands of times before. And if you have any questions whatsoever about what I went over today, or more importantly, more specifically, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. I'm going to go over some points to remember, some things to remember to get you motivated to actually pick up this phone and build that lead and that prospect list. So let's talk about that first attachment there, attachment number 2, that first attachment. Go ahead and open that up and let's talk about it. That attachment reads remember. Again, we're remembering these items as we call and make connection and build relationships with the marketplace. So that next attachment reads remember when you're calling your prospects and customers. In addition to building your prospect list, to put all your eggs in one basket. Put all your eggs in one basket. Start with that little basket, that basket that you're familiar with, okay? For me, it was animal feed. Calling animal feed suppliers, buyers that resold it. Put all your eggs in one basket and then guard the basket. Then pay attention to the basket. Don't just go with one, okay? See the challenges that it presents and then think that another prospect is going to be easier, okay? Regardless of whether you're familiar with a particular prospect or an industry, you still got to make your way into it. And making your way into it is going to pose challenges, okay? Don't ever think that because hey, I'm familiar with feed and I called a feed store and they don't want to speak to me, that some other industry out there is better or easy to deal with. As I said earlier, remember, when you're calling these prospects and customers, to first initially put all your eggs in one basket and then pay attention to the basket. Just work on those companies that you're familiar with, and you'll see that as you make more and more contacts, you're going to get better and better at talking at them. Not talking at them, but talking with them. So put all your eggs initially in one basket, and then pay attention to the basket. Oh, what a great point that is to remember. Let's move on to that next attachment. That next attachment, which reads, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers with this item here, that whatever you think is appropriate to grow your business, multiply that by 10. Whatever you think, whatever is going on inside here, whatever you think is appropriate or whatever you think is going to get you over that hump, multiply it by 10. Why do you do that? Because as I said earlier, you've got to build that foundation. Not only do you have to build that foundation, but to stay successful, you have to keep building it. Whatever you think is appropriate to build that foundation, multiply it by 10. If you think that getting one customer a day is sufficient, it ain't going to work. If you think that 3 a day is sufficient, it won't work. If you think that 5 is sufficient, it won't work. Let's stick with 3. Say you think that 3 is good for you. Well, if you're going to build at a snail's pace, yeah, go with 3. But multiply that by 10. What does that mean? Getting 30 contacts a day will really build your business. That's what that means. If you think it's appropriate, multiply whatever that is. Whatever you wrote down on your goals, multiply that by 10 in order to get to your goals. So remember, again, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that whatever you think is appropriate to grow your business, to get these leads, to get these prospects, take that number and multiply it by 10. Let's move on to our next attachment there that I provided down there. And again, it starts off, remember. Always remember these points when you're calling your prospects and customers, that if you don't swing the bat, nothing else will matter. If you don't swing the bat, swinging the bat could mean stopping in, driving by that company and stopping in. That is swinging the bat. That could account for 10 contacts that you get over the phone. Why? Because meeting somebody face to face will always trump a telephone call. A telephone call always trumps an email. However, if you don't do any of them, nothing else will matter. Why? Because you're not doing anything. So remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, if you don't swing the bat, if you don't pick this up and dial a bunch of numbers and make contact with the marketplace, nothing will matter because you're not doing anything to continue building that foundation and your contact list. If you don't swing the bat, if you don't pick up the phone, if you don't stop in that company, if you don't drive by that company and write down things about the company so that you can tell the shipping decision maker later, nothing else is going to matter, because if you don't take action, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. You won't score the touchdown if you don't step out on the football field. Let's move on to my next attachment that I've provided there down at the bottom of your Gmail contact list. And that one reads, again, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that your biggest distraction in anything, your biggest competition is distractions. That's really your competition. It's not all these other individuals that are calling the same shipping decision maker as you. It's distractions. It's social media. It's the phone ringing. It's you having, because your office is at home, you have to listen to outside influences. Okay, that's your biggest competition. What do? You go into your office, you close the door, and you keep it closed, and you put a close sign on the outside of it. Eliminate all the distractions that can get you off course, okay? That is your biggest competition, and that is distractions. What's your goal? Your goal is to limit or get rid of any distractions that will keep you on pace to do those daily requirements, those daily things that will get you to the top of your profession. Your biggest competition is not other freight agents. Why? Because there are more than enough shipping decision makers out there and companies that ship their items that you could ever imagine. Your biggest competition are the distractions around you. Limit those distractions, build your foundation, which will then build your business. Let's go on to that next attachment that I provided down there for you that will get you in tune with your leads and prospects and get you on the way to building that foundation. And that is, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that it's much better. It's so much better to have too much going on than having regret that not enough is going on. Let me say that again. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that it's better to have too much going on than having regret that not enough is going on. As I said earlier, if you're not swinging the bat, nothing is happening. That's just the way how it works in this world that we live in, okay? And again, going back to distractions, part of distractions are people telling you that you can't do this. They're going to be asking you, why are you doing this? You don't know what you're doing. Those are distractions. Get rid of them. In turn, have enough going on where there's so much going on that you, in a way, can't keep track of it all. That is one of the best positions or the best places to be in. You want so much going on, okay? You want so much going on that, in a way, you can't control it. However, because you've got so much going on, and when I mean going on, I mean individuals asking you for rates. Individuals saying, hey, I've got this load to pick up this day, it's dropping off that day, it pays this much, it weighs this much. That's what you have to get to be successful in this profession. And not one a day, not one a week, not one a month. That won't get you anywhere. You want this steady stream of requests coming into your email daily so you can quote these lanes and then have them given to you, and then you cover them and move them. So remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that it's so much better to have too much going on than having regret. The last thing you want to do is have regret that not enough or nothing is going on. Let's go ahead and open up that last attachment there that I provided for you. Again, just wrapping up this whole topic on these are your freight industry prospects. These are your freight industry prospects, and that is, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, in a nutshell, guys, working your butt off leads to selling your butt off. Working your butt off, swinging the bat daily, swinging the bat hourly, weekly, continually swinging the bat. That is working your butt off. As you work your butt off, you're going to find yourself selling your butt off. And when you're selling, that means you're moving. Working, selling means moving freight. Working plus selling equals moving freight. Plain and simple. I couldn't say it. I couldn't say it more simple than that. Working your butt off as you continue to take action and swing the bat over and over again. That leads to selling, which means moving. Okay? Working your butt off leads to selling your butt off. I could not be more specific than that. Great topic today. Great topic today. In concluding my call, do you have any questions about what I just went over today? Any questions, regardless of what it is, or more importantly, more specifically, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Yes? Give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141.